meet again. You know me, if it's dry, I'm riding. I don't care how cold it is. It is cold though. But yeah, I come to you today full of energy, full of happiness and excitement, because as you all know, well, some of you may not have known, but I had coronavirus and I was just pretty much housebound for a very long time. Had absolutely no energy, felt like absolute death. It's not good, so please do all you can to avoid this virus. Yeah, and it's just been really long, like a long-winded thing. It's just took so long to get back on my feet. Me and the missus caught it, wasn't just myself. Oh yeah, I've got to hang back. I need to stay behind, far behind this lorry. I remember from a theory test, gives them a chance to spot you. Yeah, and like today we both caught it around the same time, and we both kind of like had the same symptoms each day. So it was kind of, well, no, sorry, my missus, she was like a day in front of me. So if one day she said, oh, my head's really pounding today, and mine wasn't, the next day mine would be, and then whatever symptoms she had the next day, I'd have the day after that, and it was kind of playing catch up with her. But we both got to a point today where we felt really good. It's been probably about 5-6 days since we've had any symptoms, and what else was there? Yeah, about 5 or 6 days since we both had any symptoms, and it's just been, more than anything, it's just been the energy, it's just sapped, just getting better. It's just left us absolutely drained. But today we both got up in the morning, went for a jog. It killed me, but we was able to do it, and since then I have just felt fantastic. So yes, I feel like I can confidently say, without trying to, you know, play games with fate here, but I feel all good. I feel fine. I feel like I'm me again. So happy times. So I'm going for a nice little cruise around. It's freezing. I haven't worn enough layers on my upper half. I mean, on my bottom half I've got, if you know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I've got some rash guards on, some spats, and my biker jeans over the top of them, and some thick socks and some biker boots. So they're okay, but on my top I've just got a t-shirt and my leather jacket. And you know, wind will creep through. Hey buddy, yeah, it's not just me riding. Yeah, but I'm just so excited. I'm just happy. I don't care about the cold. I'm just happy to be out and feeling good. Not just out, but out and feeling good. So yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, so flipping heck, what a wicked day. I know, look at it, it's grey, it's cold, it's probably gonna rain, but I feel on top of the world. Oh, come on. And I've been thinking about this, right? People put the bikes away for winter. I've looked into it, it's called winterizing. And there's a few things you have to do. You have to kind of like either drain your tank of fuel if you're going to leave it stood for a while, or top it right up as high as you can get it and then add some fuel stabilizer. People WD-40, all important pieces of metal, and put the battery on like an optimizer or something. But do you know what? I don't care how cold it is. If it's dry, I'm riding. That's what I'm going to do. And as long as I wash it before, well, after every ride, you know, from salts I pick up, I'm just going to do that. I just don't want to... I just love riding, okay? That's what it is. And I don't want the weather and the temperature to kind of decide when I can and can't ride. Don't get me wrong, if it's icy, I'm not bothering. If it's snowing, I'm not bothering. If it's absolutely lashing it down with rain, I'm not bothering. But if it's dry but freezing, I'm still riding. As long as it's dry, that's where I'm at the minute. Until my confidence gets right up. Oh yeah, it's windy. Oh guys, I can't say how good I feel. Hello horses. I'm coming to buy some vape fluid. I quit smoking now for nearly 3 years. with the help of a vape thing. And then for about 7-8 months I didn't even need a vape. I just completely quit completely. But then all of a sudden the cravings for cigarettes started coming back. So I thought, right, well, I'd rather jump back on a vaping thing, just to kind of knock them cravings on the head, and it worked. But since I've been ill, obviously I've not vaped or anything, because it doesn't feel good on the chest when you've got coronavirus. But I'm going to give it a whirl today. I think it's watching Sons of Anarchy as well, you know, seeing them all they do is smoke, drink, smoke, drink, and it's like, oh, that's my bike making that noise. Yeah, and it kind of just, when I did used to smoke, I noticed that when I watched people smoke, it made me want to smoke more, and I think that's what it's like with Sons. But I don't want to do that again, so I am going to get some more vape fluid. My bike. Right guys, catch you in a bit. Right, vape fluid acquired. Oh, do you know the woman that runs that shop? She was like, oh, I've got a puppy behind here, do you want to see? And I was like, flipping that, yeah, let's have a look there. She had like a 9-week-old Boston Terrier. Oh, the cutest, just fast asleep. It was just so cute. Oh, absolutely beautiful thing. I wanted to get like a picture of it or record it, but I thought, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, beautiful puppy, can I record it? I wanted to show you, like, but I just didn't have the guts to ask her without feeling so stupid. But you just have to take my word for it, it was as cute as you could imagine. Not my kind of dogs, if I'm honest. Like, I much prefer big dogs. Alsatians, German Shepherds, Lurchers, Greyhounds, that kind of stuff. But it's still cute, there's no denying that. Oh, it's getting grey. It's so comfortable. I could spend hours on this bike. I've gotten used to the ergonomics now, because my feet and legs are higher on this than they were on the LXR. And at first I was like, well, I'm not sure if I like that, but you know, now I'm used to it. It is what it is. I don't feel like it's anything different. It's just my bike. So that's cool. I'm used to. It's good that I'm used to that. Oh yeah. Don't you do it, don't you do it, thank you. Should we go for a nice scenic ride somewhere? Where can we go? Well, I've just sat in traffic light, or at traffic lights, and I had an itch on my head, and like an absolute spanner, I went to go scratch it. But I got a bloody helmet on, haven't I? Anyway, so I'm going to come up to this nice canal now, but on the way there I just wanted to take a minute to talk about my motorbike lessons that I've had with Bike Talk, and I'll put a link to their website in the description, because I've not really advertised them or give them any credit or anything, but they are absolutely fantastic. If you're from Nottingham and you're looking to do your, you know, get your motorbike license done, whether that A1, A2, CBT, anything like that. Like, I mean, I'm sure most people say this about, you know, companies they pass with. Obviously, you're in good books with them. They're in your good books, I should say, because you've passed your bike test with that company. But learning aside, just the people themselves are absolutely incredible. So friendly, you just and an amazing laugh. The banter is absolutely brilliant, and the knowledge is just incredible. And I mean, they are just a fantastic company. So I would like you all to consider, if you are considering doing your bike test and you're from Nottingham, that is, please consider them first and give them a try, because the prices are brilliant, the fare, the level of the level of tuition is just up there. It's fantastic, and at no point did I feel, I mean, you've got your nerves, don't get me wrong, your mod 1 nerves, your mod 2 nerves, this, that and the other, but at no point did I feel like I can't pass this. You know, I felt like, oh, I want to pass, I hope I pass this, and you've got your nerves of, oh, I might fail, but I felt like they wouldn't be putting me through unless I was ready, and these guys just know how to get you there, like, they really, really do. So, Bike Talk, Sue, Ken, Steve, I absolutely love you all. Thank you so much for getting me through my, I'm going to pull up here actually, because there's a bus stop there. Ooh, no. Okay, behind this car. On your test, by the way, you'd fail parking here because you can't remember the actual distance, but I'm too close to that junction basically. But I feel I'm in control here because I'm staying on the back. It's not like I'm leaving it here. I'm in front of a car. People can see me, but yeah. So here we go. So yeah, Bike Talk, Steve, Sue, Ken, absolutely love you all to bits for your amazing tuition and just how friendly you are and how helpful you are. Incredible people, they really are. Thank you so much. And secondly, what I wanted to talk about was my actual mod 2. Now, let me lift this visor up because it's getting a bit stuffy in there now. This is lovely, I love it down here. Yeah, the second thing I wanted to talk about was my actual mod 2 itself. Now, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube of people doing the mod 2, and I watched quite a lot of tuition videos from instructors telling you about the mod 2, and the more I watched, the more it confused me. I mean, I didn't take anything I got from those videos, I didn't take into the mod 2 with me. If anything, it put more pressure on me to pass. Not pass, it put more pressure on me thinking, oh, I'm definitely not going to remember that, I'm not going to remember that, I'm not going to remember this, oh, there's so much to remember, I'm definitely going to fail, I'm definitely going to fail. It's kind of the mentality of these videos, but I thought at the time, the more I watch, the more I can learn. I got to me mod 2, it was, oh god, I was nervous as hell, you know, because this is your last step, you know, you do this and that's it. And I really wanted to do that. So I got there, got on the bike, and as soon as I sat on that bike and the examiner said, okay Ricky, off you go, everything I watched in those videos just kind of disappeared. And there was at no point did I think to myself, oh yeah, on the video I watched him do this, so I'll do that. No, it never happened. So I would suggest maybe not watching these videos. I can't tell you what to do, if I'm honest. It's just a suggestion. For me, they put way more pressure on me. They put more doubt in my mind than anything. But that's just me. Now, I had a word with the examiner at the end of the test, after I'd finished jumping for joy and calmed down and whatnot. And he knows I do YouTube videos, and he said he'd like to give me some... He said to me, what are you going to tell people about your mod 2? What are you going to say? And I said, I don't actually know yet. I mean, I didn't have time to process that I'd passed, so to have an answer like that ready for him, I wasn't ready for that question. So, and he said, look, from an examiner, let me tell you what I'd like people to know, and that is, the examiner is on your side. And he was so sincere when he said that, and I believe him. I absolutely believe him. He said the examiners aren't there to try and catch you out. The examiners aren't there to, you know, hoping that you fail. They actually want you to pass. They are bikers themselves. They want more bikers on the road. And he was so sincere when he said that. And when he was telling me this, it was almost like it almost felt like he just really wanted people to know this, like they're not gits, they're not there, haha, you failed, great, shame, none of that whatsoever. Visor down, it's getting windy. He was saying, look, unless you do something that is catastrophic, his words were actually, unless you make me take a sharp inhale of breath like he says, you're not going to fail. He says, you've got to do something like that to the examiner in order to fail. Basically, I thought I'd got way more minors than I actually did. I got one minor, and that minor was for not using a bus lane when I could have used it. So, but up until that, I mean, when I got back to the test centre, I thought I'd got either, well, I didn't know how I'd done. I was shocked when I got told I passed, but I wouldn't have been surprised if I'd have failed. And when he said I'd passed, I was expecting 5 or 6 minors. So there's no one minor about the bus lane. I didn't even see a bus lane. So so yeah, he done right for marking me down on that, because obviously I wasn't paying attention enough. I was too busy focusing on probably, how far am I to that white line? How far am I to this white line? Like, they aren't the important things. The important things are your major faults. Like, your major faults. Just keep it slow, keep it steady is the best thing I can tell you. And like, you know what I was doing in my head? I was thinking, Ricky, do it in 10-minute sections. Just ride well for 10 minutes. Then after that 10 minutes, you're not going to be... I wasn't stressed because I thought I'd done well in that 10 minutes. I know there's nothing I've done wrong in that 10 minutes. So just get through the next 10 minutes. And then I thought, right, oh, I might have got a minor in that 10 minutes. And then it got to like the next section of 10 minutes. It's like, oh, I think I got a minor there as well. Oh, then the stress started to pile up. And I thought I thought I either scraped through by the skin of my teeth or failed. And so to be told I passed with one minor told me that all these things I was worrying about were just for absolutely no good reason. Just don't be stupid, okay? Like, just think, slow down and think. It's not a race, it's not a rush. That's the best advice I can give you. And also remember that if you fail, you just book it again. Like, don't get upset, don't get wound up. It's a test for a reason, because you can pass or fail. It's not training like your CBT, where it's really hard to fail or not be signed off. It's a test for a reason, because people will fail it. You know, I failed my mod 1. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It's a flipping hard thing to do, passing your bike test. I admire anyone to even try and pass the bike test. So just keep your head screwed on, stay calm, don't do anything absolutely stupid. I'll tell you one thing, actually. I was at a junction coming out to turn left, and I was in the left hand position, left indicator on, and done all that okay. And then there was a car coming, and then there was another car coming, then there was a big enough gap, I think, for me to get out. But I thought, I'm gonna have to get on the gas not quite quick straight away, but I'm gonna have to get on the gas. And I thought, I was caught in that limbo of, do I stay at this junction for ages? Because it wasn't just that car. I let that car go, and then a lorry came across, and more cars, and I got to the point where I'm thinking, is he going to fail me for holding up traffic for this amount of time, or is he going to fail me for pulling out in front of something? And I thought, well, what's the most safest thing to do? The safest thing is just to stay where I am, because I can't cause any harm here. So that's what I decided to do. I just always kept going back to what is the safest thing. And I expected a minor for that, for taking ages, hesitation at a junction. But at the end of the day, if I couldn't go completely, on my own, I'd have pulled out. But on a test being examined, no, I wouldn't have done that. And I just thought to myself, that's the safest bet. Safest bet is to just wait. But yeah, if you could take anything away from my experience of the Mod 2, it is, don't get bogged down in watching loads of videos on people doing it, because that's just going to stress you out. And second of all, just slow down on your mod 2. Just keep it slow, very steady, and just try and stay calm. And then when you come through the other side of it, you'll be like, oh, is that all there was to it? Like, I had it in my head that it's your mod 2, it's a crazy hard test because it's your last hurdle. And then to the way I felt like I rode, thinking I got so many minors, and then to be told I passed with one minor, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe the test isn't as bad as I thought it was then. You know, so just bear that in mind, everyone. And on this, oh, look how beautiful that is. Look, weeping, my favourite tree, a weeping willow. Reminds me of dreadlocks. I think that's why I like them, because I used to have dreads. Look at my beautiful bike. I've got to take a picture of that. One sec. Beautiful. It just goes to show you don't need brand new. I mean, the LXR, you can't argue that is probably one of the most beautiful looking bikes out there. If you're into sports bikes, that is. 125 or not, the visual appearance of that bike makes everyone want to talk about it. It's flipping stunning. But you don't have to get brand new to get them looks. 13 years old and it's good looking, right? That's enough of me waffling on, guys. I'm sorry. I just really wanted to talk to you all about the Mod 2 and try and put people's minds at ease. I was a wreck the night before my Mod 2, I was an absolute wreck, and I didn't want other people to feel like that. I've just seen some rain splash on my visor. I was going to go towards like the River Trent because it's quite a nice place to ride around, to be fair, but I don't want to get caught out.